Some quite a banger map changes are coming to World of Tanks, long-awaited changes to the mountain boss, guys, you need to see this. Also, some very interesting tanks are being worked on right now. All of this is going to be in today's video. Some of those tanks, guys, are going to be quite intriguing, like this one over here. This is going to be the new king of memes, at least in the lower tiers. This is our first ever double-barreled tank destroyer, and of course, it is a Soviet tank destroyer, and of course it has a massive derpy gun, ladies and gentlemen. This is SU-2-122. Now, last time I was able to talk about this vehicle, it had just rough sketches, but here it is, readied up HD model, fully finalized HD model, readied up. Why did I say that? What does that even mean? But here it is on the Paris map, the first double-barrel tank destroyer. And what is so meme about this, you may ask? Well, let me just show you. So those are the stats right now. 2346 DPM with high explosive, of course, that has 61 millimeters of penetration or 140 millimeters of penetration. Heat round has close to 2000. By the way, this has more penetration than some tier 9. No, sorry, more DPM than some tier 9 tanks, for example. But what is so meme about this tank is 450 alpha damage, guys. 61 penetration in tier 5, so 900 alpha damage potential, meaning you could one-shot most of the tier 6 medium tanks in the game, basically. This is what that means, guys. One tier higher medium tanks, you can one-shot those with SU-2-122. Quite a crazy gun stats. Reload time is 11 seconds per gun, as you can see. The gun switching time is 5 seconds. You can take a shot, right? But the reload time to switch the gun is 5 seconds. If you do the charge, the double barrel charge, it is 3 seconds, which was actually buffed down from 4 seconds. As you can see over here, where is it? The SU, it actually received some buffs as well. For example, the volley shot preparation time from 4 seconds down to 3, and barrel change time from 7 seconds down to 5. So it was even worse. The gun switching time was 7 seconds before, but now they took it down to 5, and also the 3 second charge time. So 3 second charge time, guys, and you can dish out 900 damage in tier 5. Imagine that, or with heat, you know, a lot more penetration, you can see 740 damage. This is actually nuts. Of course, it has to be balanced with something, and it is, you know, aiming time, actually not the longest aiming time, I have to say, but accuracy is very derpy. All those stabilization values are quite interesting over here, definitely to talk about a very good stabilization for this type of gun. It has some mobility, some power to weight ratio. 45 drop speed is not bad, guys. It is not bad for this. Minus 8 degrees to the left, 8 degrees to the right, so this is the counter-reverse angle, very limiting counter-reverse angle, minus 6 degrees of gun depression as well. But this mobility and all that, it is going to be a meme tank, 100% guaranteed. Now, where it ends up being, I have heard a couple rumors. Some people think it might be well-deserved reward. Me personally, I do not see it over there. Of course, maybe, you know, it always can end up over there as well. But I personally think it's more like a loot box type of thing. First double-barrel tank destroyer, kind of a meme tank, you know, to put that into a loot box as a bait would make more sense. So, or maybe something third. What do you think, guys? How they are going to release it? Where would you like to see it? Would you like to see it in the game in the first place? Let me know in the comment section down below. But this is SU-122 or SU-2-122. Let me know what you think about that. And before we move on into the next topic, talking about another vehicle, what I actually spotted on this battle. Did you pay attention? Look on the minimap. There is one tank which is not in the game yet, Object 283. Before I'm going to show you that tank in this battle, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor today. And I thought this is something you might be interested in, as you could get some free World of Tanks stuff from $1,000,000, which soft launched just a couple months ago. I was ready to do the deal with them after I saw they officially partnered with World of Tanks as well, because how else would you be able to get such a nice rewards like Parask or Scorpion G to your store, which are not always on sale. Anyway, what is $1,000,000? It is a rewards platform where you can earn tier currency or points called bucks for your online purchases. So if you are shopping online online anyway. Do that via their extension or website. On over thousands of stores they have partnered with. Get a box and spend them on things like gold or premium days, styles, premium tanks, or other different packages. So, as I said, if you're shopping online anyway, you can't lose basically anything. Definitely check them out via the link in the description. Simply sign up for free and find out more. And just like that, let's move on into the next topic in today's video, which is, as I said, Object 283, which I was able to spot on the live server as well randomly while I was playing with my T110E3 in this battle on Coast Town. As you can see, we're going to fight versus that 283 in a moment as well. So what is this tank? It is a Tier 9 Soviet medium tank, rear-mounted medium tank, and what they did on the test server, for example, was they changed this tank's tag from premium tank to a promotion tank, or kind of a reward vehicle, which could hint towards next year's Battle Pass tank. Maybe it is going to be a part of the either rank battles or Battle Pass vehicle, what you can pick from the Battle Pass rewards, like, you know, a Phase 1, like the Lorraine 4 or 50T, Sharp Couture, and so on, all those other tanks over there, but nothing official once again. Maybe they're going to change it back to the premium tank, and it is going to be a simple Tier 9 premium tank, because we actually do not have any Tier 9 premium medium tanks yet. But how does the tank look on the paper, at least? What are the specs? What are the characteristics? Well, this is what we can see over here with 2400 DPM, 360 alpha damage, 226 penetration, which is very low actually for a Tier 9 medium tank, or 300 with heat. So it's kind of a D54-ish treatment over here with the penetration values, at least with one gun, you know. Aiming time 2.4 seconds, not the most ideal aiming time, 0.36 dispersion, you know, this is okay, but the dispersion factors are actually quite good, as you can see, 0.14 all around. Shell velocity is 950, so quite bad shell velocity as well. So far nothing really strikes me, 850 with heat. Mobility is actually quite nice, 50 top speed, very good power to weight ratio, and you know, decent terrain resistance numbers as well. It has fully rotatable turret, as you can see right over here. You can do the spinny, 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 helicopter, helicopter, right? And the armor model is, you know, you think it can be side scrape, but not that good actually, you know, versus the Tier 8, Tier 9s. If you're side scraping like that, those can penetrate you. But if you are, you know, in a weird hull down position, that turret is definitely something that is going to bounce off some shots, and having almost no weak spots on the turret as well, like very tiny commander hatch back here is very hard to penetrate. Those cheeks at the very front, you have to aim at those, or when you're face hugging, keep that in mind. If you're going to see that tank in the future, just keep in mind you can penetrate those tiny cheeks when face hugging. That should be quite an easy hit. But overall, you know, seems to be very slopey armor, but it has some penetrable places over there, some penetrable spots. It's, you know, for newer players who have not seen this tank before, they're aiming at the lower plate, they're going to bounce off, they see they cannot penetrate that either, but the middle part is what you can penetrate with 200 plus millimeters of penetration, 220 plus, let's say, to be on the safe side. It has 380 view range, 1.7 hit point. You know, this is how it looks like on the paper as well, and I was able to see this tank in action actually. It didn't perform like super good, but nor did the overall enemy team, I have to say. I was checking out the player's account as well after this. This is what I usually do when I see the Super Reds player testing it out. It was actually a very good player, 57.5% I think overall win ratio, so definitely a very good player in World of Tanks. And it was averaging, I think, 2.4 thousand or 2.6 thousand average damage per battle, which is definitely not the highest. And the player was able to do, or has been doing better in some other medium tanks, worse in other tanks. So basically in the middle. Seems to be kind of in the middle ground for now at least. But Object 283 coming into the game. sooner or later. Now, before I'm going to talk about the big map changes, long-awaited map changes they did on the mountain pass, let me announce something personal over here as well, which, involves you as well, because in 2 days, ladies and gentlemen, today is 7th, but on 9th of November, I will be going to a vacation. I am going to a little trip, which is not that little, because for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to Africa. Yes, indeed, and I'm going there with the full family. It has been a long overdue. I think it's close to 5 years since my previous trip, because a lot of things have changed. If you have been following my content, my channel, my streams, you know that I'm a family guy now, and we're going there with the full shebang, mini des, micro des. Everyone is going to be over there, and I'm just really looking forward to this. We're going to Africa, Tanzania, and hopefully, if a lions do not eat me alive, I will be back on the 22nd, 21st, 22nd. I don't know exactly, depending on I'm talking about the content making perspective over here. I don't know when exactly I'm able to be back fully to do the content again, but there are videos prepared for you, some banger episodes, so definitely, guys, stay tuned for those. On the YouTube channel, I have made some videos for you, and also if you want to stay tuned live, then link is in the description. Instagram, instagram.com/desongram. This is my Instagram account. We are going to be posting some pictures and videos live from there as well. Absolutely crazy. Looking forward to this. This has been something what we have planned close to 3 years now, and it is finally over here. One thing led to another, why we couldn't go, and then so on. But finally, it is over here, and I think I'm going to take my well-deserved reward vacation before well-deserved rewards will be here in World of Tanks as well, because usually those happen at the end of November. But just wanted to let you know, if something happens, something big happens in World of Tanks in the meantime, this is why I'm not able to cover it right away in the first few hours, as we usually try to do over here on this channel. Because I simply am not able to do that. So please do not burn World of Tanks down while I'm away. Enjoy the content, what I have pre-made for you, some banger videos, and Instagram. Stay tuned. Now, let's talk about Mountain Boss, which receives a lot of changes, as you can see, to 11 different positions actually, and some of those I really do like. So first up, let's take a look at the North Base. From this view, you can see North Base previously was able to snipe all the way across the bridge into those guys over there, but not anymore, because they decided to add a little rock over there, which is simply going to eliminate that option right over here. Artillery is still able to support the breach or snipe the breach, but not the snipers anymore. What actually was giving me a lot of assistance when I was playing with medium tanks or light tanks, hiding behind that rock back there. There was a little bush, you can spot them, but they cannot spot you, especially with light tanks, and snipers were giving you some assistance. And also this bridge area is going to change a lot as well, because now you're able to safely get up to the high ground and down from the high ground from both sides. So this is one side and this is the other side. 2 roads getting up there have been added, and this is a view from the different angle. Bridge position slightly moved according to it. Also some cliffs over there. This definitely is going to change this gameplay a lot, depending how you win this part of the map. Also, as you can see, that part has been changed, but more about that in a second. This is just so much going to change the gameplay as it was before. A lot of sniping eliminated, a lot of corridor sniping eliminated, but let's see. Of course, we have to test it out how it affects the game. And the middle, more rocks have been added, more cover has been added, and you cannot snipe across the map anymore to the north side. Who is pushing to north side? A different view from here as well. And also, the passage made a lot narrower. You have a little sniping balcony over there now. The crossing is 10 times safer for this side as it used to be, although the crossing over here on this side was not such a big issue as the other side. because usually this spawn sniped at the enemy tanks on the other spawn, and the other spawn tried to survive the crossing basically. And over here, once again, a lot of new positions added, different playgrounds. There is not going to be that flat out tunnel anymore. Basically, if you decided to push it and there were some enemy snipers, you know, if you decided to push this side to the enemy base, you were simply getting destroyed from the hill, from the base, or behind the bushes, behind the rock tanks who were standing back there, those bushes for example, or that base. But now you can go up there, you can do some shooting, hull down tanks. Definitely is going to change the gameplay over here as well. But what they did to the other side, they made it a bit safer in a way. This is how it previously was, and now they made the low ground a lot longer, so now you do not have to pop out with your side hull as well, which the other side was able to easily snipe from here. Previously, no, you jumped up from here and they were able to snipe at you, but now it is made a lot flatter all the way across this gap right over here. And this is the base, ladies and gentlemen, this is the base where people were able to snipe from. Now it is easier to snipe even back there. Okay. Yep, as you can see. I wonder if EBRs, for example, are able to jump up here or not, or is this like fully foolproof and invisible vault up over here. I wonder that. So this is the base and this is the very north. They added a big massive rock over here just to protect from the side snipes and just to let enemy heavy tanks deal with their fight right over here. This is from another angle. Hull down positions. Like this is something for very tall tanks. You are able to stay hull down over there. And this is the high ground. One big rock added into the middle once again. A little extra defense from this side. A little high ground built up here. Some more rocks were added. Basically protecting from the base snipers from here. Different angle for you. And this is the base. Made a lot lower. A lot lower and flatter. So it is easier to defend, but at the same time easier to attack. You do not have to drive that much up the hill anymore, because previously you were able to hide all the way back there, but now not so far. They basically brought it closer. You have to reveal your tank a lot less time when you're pushing to base late in the game, right? A lot more flat. So this is what they did to the mountain boss. What do you think about that, guys? A lot of changes actually, and I would say mostly positive changes. But some things are a bit questionable, but overall I would say mostly positive changes for mountain boss. But let me know what you think about that yourself. Also some additional changes to the steps map right over here. This is how the map looks like, and they changed the positions in 4 different places. So this is place number 1. They removed the rock, what was quite annoying sometimes, especially with that bush right over here. You were actually, if you pulled back far enough, you were able to shoot over here without getting spotted. They removed this rock, and also to counter the other side, they removed the other side's camping rock as well, which was very, very annoying, let's be honest, over here. And they also did some bush changes all the way up at the corner of the map right there on the east side of the map. Here you can see the other view from the rock, and also they changed the terrain over here. They changed this hill, they pulled back that terrain a bit, different angle for you. This sniper hill is nerfed quite heavily. You can see some bushes have been removed. Also trees have been removed as well, but there still are trees, so you can knock them over and you can do some stealthy shooting. This part of the hill bump received some more trees, more flat ground, more areas for you to park your vehicles to defend from the enemy attacks. I would say this is helping out a lot, especially if you have a stealthy vehicle like STRV or Grilla. Well, Grilla is not very stealthy, but hard-hitting, accurate gun, right? You can take the shot and pull back behind the cover quite easily. holding back some attacks from this new position. Now they also did some changes over here, easier to peek, easier to go up, especially in hull down tanks. So main changes happened to the east part of the map and also to the very north part of the map as well, because this is what we currently have, and boom, look at that. This is completely different, a lot of rocks, and there is not going to be that campy position over there anymore, because you do not really have too many campy positions, maybe over there for your light tanks to spot or for your tank destroyers to snipe. But this bump, I cannot see the angle, I do not know the angle. Are you able to shoot from here or not? I'm not 100% sure actually, but changes on the steps map as well. Let me know what you think about this, ladies and gentlemen. And this was my video for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your time over here. As I said, stay tuned on YouTube for some more content which I have prepared while I am in Africa, and also Instagram, link is in the description, Instagram/DesOnGram, posting some content for you over there as well, if you are interested, of course. That is it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Wish me luck. Hopefully lions do not eat me alive. I catch you soon. Much love. Stay awesome. Take care. Stay naked. Stay sexy. Take care and bye.